Hi, it's Charlie giving you Monday's market video. Let's have a quick look at a couple of things here. Firstly, we've got let's look at this Dow. Remember, well, if you don't already know, that last week I was short the Dow, and I closed out of that short position on the high volatility day, which was on this big down day here, which then closed back off of the lows. And I mean, I closed it probably. Let's see if we can get the pen up. I actually closed it about here. So this is the Dow cash. So actually, it may not be. That's probably not. Probably about right. Probably about there. The equivalent of there. I was trading the futures. So you could say, oh, you left a lot on the table there, and it looks like that, doesn't it? But when you think I shorted it up there, in the grand scheme of things, it wasn't a bad exit. But of course, whenever you're in a trade, and with that huge volatility, it was another 300 points. I never would have got all of that. Although this level down here was my overall target, I didn't think it was going to get there on that in one day. Obviously, with the volatility, it did. Now, more interestingly, that was my biggest trade of the year. That trade, it was about 900 points. I'm going to be covering that off in the upcoming webinar on the 29th, the 10k to 100k challenge webinar. So that's at 7 p.m. UK time on the 29th. I think it's on a Wednesday actually. I haven't checked my diary, but I think it's a Wednesday evening. And I will ensure that I have all my charts switched off next time, so I'm not distracted when I'm doing that webinar. So it will be it should be pretty good, that webinar. I'm quite looking forward to delivering that. There's a lot of things I want to discuss and talk about there, so there'll be a bit for everybody, really, whether you're a newer trader or a seasoned trader. So, and yeah, of course, it was a nice trade, but it's about, okay, well, I'll go into a little bit more. I can't go into all the detail as the entry, as regards to the entries and why exactly, but I will go into some detail, like an overview of that. But more importantly, if you haven't already signed up for that webinar, do get your name down, because it will fill up, because it's going to be a quite a poignant webinar. I think I'm quite looking forward to delivering that. Some of you may be coming down to Olympia on Friday. It's the London Investor Show. Kim and I are down there, and Sam, and so we're down there all day, and so come up and see us at the Easy Trader stand. I'm doing a presentation, I think it's in the afternoon, on Friday as well. So again, we're out all day, so no video update, no live trading on Friday, because I'm not around, but hopefully we'll see some of you there. Anyway, let's go into the markets then. And lastly, for those of you that are new, if you're interested in the level 1 course, which is on the 8th and 9th of November, then I think it's about 3 weeks away actually. So you're going to need to speak to Sam about that in order to get your name down. Right, the Dow. Okay, so we've had a bit of a bounce. We've bounced again overnight a little bit. So. But I'd like to see if we can hold up for a day or two here. It wouldn't surprise me to see some backing and filling. Do I think that we're going to come straight down and take out these lows? I'm not. I couldn't possibly know that. I think that we've probably put in a decent amount of volume there into these lows. Well, I know we did, and so I would have thought that we would hold up for longer, and these wouldn't just immediately just come down and take those out. I think there was a lot of bearish sentiment at that stage, and I think we need to work that off. So what is that saying then? I'm not entirely convinced that this is it, and that we're going to come all the way up and gradually come up to new highs. Obviously, if we do that, then I'll be proven wrong. What I do think is that we could hold up for a while. Don't get me wrong, we could have some backing and filling, and like I said, another pullback, but will we break to new lows soon? I'm not entirely sure if we'll do that straight away. So what am I trying to say? What I'm trying to say is I am looking for fresh shorts on the Dow or the S&P, but not necessarily immediately. If we come up to resistance zones, then I will be that I'm looking at, then I will be looking to get short on them. But so at the moment, yes, I am looking to get short, but not just yet. So I think that we need to work off some of this bearish sentiment a little bit first. Lastly, I just want to have a look at the pound, because I do think this is a great looking trade setup for this week. If I actually zoom out a little bit so we can see all the way back to July, we can see we've got this beautiful move down that we had here on the pound dollar, this is, and And we keep on testing this trend line. It was an old channel, and then it broke down below the channel, then came back in again, failed, came back below again. Anyway, and so the lower trend channel line, bless it, just has been, if we put that down there, about there then. Yeah, it's just been broken. Oh, that just moved. It's been broken a lot. But as we can see, the upper trend channel line just keeps on getting tested. And I always liken this to when you're skimming up a pebble across the top of the pond. And when the first several touches, then it'll skim and bounce off the top of the level of the pond. But then gradually, as obviously the speed, the velocity starts to die, then it'll eventually fall through the first surface. And it's a bit like with trading in trend lines. So we've hit this trend line many times, and a bit like that pebble, but in reverse. Looking for this market to actually break this trend line. Now, what I'd like to see, whether I get it or not, what I'd love to see is if we can do a little bit of a pullback again first. Let's just zoom in a little bit now. Do a little bit of a pullback first. That would give me an ideal entry. I don't know whether it's going to give it or whether it's just going to break out here. But certainly what I'm looking for on the pound dollar is a breakout this week at some point, and for it to run up to the daily 50 period moving average. I shall leave that with you. Won't be around on Friday, but hopefully see some of you down at the show. And I'm really looking forward to doing that webinar next week as well. So lots going on at the moment, and take it easy out there. The volatility's died down a little bit, so that's good. But if the volatility does pick up again, just stay safe, widen your stops, reduce your position sizes.